Hello and welcome back to Bombchu News. My name is Andrew, I'm joined by Chris, and we'll be covering the news that we found interesting today. Square has finally released its multiplayer expansion for Final Fantasy XV titled Comrades, alongside a couple of small quality of life additions for the base game. In a press release today, the details of the expansion were divulged and may be a little different than players of the beta experienced. To begin, there's actually some canon to the events in Comrades, as the story puts the player in the boots of a member of the Kingsglaive, following the events of Chapter 13 in the main game. What's unique about Comrades is the ability to equip royal sigils that grant special powers similar to what the kings of old wielded, and you can also tackle a single player mode that SE is boasting as being very thorough. Keep in mind that to play Comrades, you'll have to either already own the Season Pass or buy the expansion for $19.99, and also have an active Xbox Live Gold or PlayStation Plus membership. I think the required membership is just one step too far to get me to dive back in.
The DLC for Wolfenstein II finally has a release schedule. The Season Pass for the game includes 3 DLC story chapters, the first of which will be launching next month. On December 14th, players will gain access to the adventures of Gunslinger Joe. Then on January 30th, we'll be getting the next chapter titled The Diaries of Ancient Silent Death. Finally, in March of next year, the final DLC of the Season Pass will launch, called The Amazing Deeds of Captain Wilkins. As I stated in my review for the game, I loved Wolfenstein II, and if the DLC is anywhere near the same quality of writing as the main game, I'm definitely going to be picking all of these up. Valve is introducing a new matchmaking system to try and improve the quality of matches in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Valve had previously introduced the Prime system, requiring players in games like Counter-Strike and Dota 2 to have a phone number tied to their account in order to play ranked games. Valve is making changes to that Prime system, now calling it Trust Factor. It seems that this will actively monitor your Steam account, looking for troublesome behavior like cheating in other Steam games, and matches you with other CSGO players based on your Trust Factor. Valve doesn't offer much detail on what exactly will affect your Trust Factor, and whatever the number or score associated with your Trust Factor isn't shown to the user either. Valve currently only announced this new program for CSGO, but depending on how well it works there, I could easily see this expanding into Dota and other Steam games as well. While more info on how the system actually works would be appreciated, I understand the need to keep some of these things secret, otherwise players would find a way to game the system. Either way, anything that can improve the quality of matches in a game like Counter-Strike is welcome in my opinion.
Capcom released a brand new trailer for the upcoming Nintendo Switch port of Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, and I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. I was definitely just expecting a one-to-one port, however their team has added quite a few additions to it that have me pretty jazzed. The Switch port implements motion controls via the Joy-Cons, allowing you to shoot, aim, and shake monsters off. You can also reload with them, which looks a little janky, but if you've played Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, you probably remember how great that felt. In addition, Resident Evil Revelations 2 will let you play co-op using one Joy-Con each, which seems pretty natural to me. This port is due out November 28th, and I'm honestly pretty tempted to buy it again.
Arika's next fighting game finally has a title. Starting earlier this year, Arika, the team behind the Street Fighter EX series, started teasing the idea of a new fighting game featuring some of the characters from EX. They released a few short teaser videos, but also claimed that they were just an April Fool's joke. The game was eventually confirmed as in development, and the title was revealed today as Fighting EX Lair. Alongside a new short video showing off a few fighters, it was announced that the game would have a 2-week-long beta test starting on December 11th. The beta will feature 6 playable characters, including internet favorite Skullomania. I was a big fan of the Street Fighter EX games, and I love Skullomania, so I'm definitely going to be checking out the beta.
Well, that's all the news we found interesting today. Feel free to share any awesome gaming news we may have missed in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time.